All right, so I'm going to go over how we figure out the distance from a point to a line. So in this example, we have the point 3, 4, and the line y equals negative x. And so we want to basically draw like a rough sketch of what this may look like. So the line y equals negative x, is going to be a line that goes diagonally through the origin, like this. Now the 0.34 would be, let's see, get a rough idea. Maybe over here, let's say a comma 3. A is at 3 4. And so we want to figure out how far this point is to this line. Now, I'm going to use my tools to make this line a little cleaner. Oops, didn't look like it helped at all. And anyways. No. Now, the thing is that you don't know where this line segment is going to cross this line. However, we want to find a line segment that will create the shortest distance to the line. And for that, you're going to need a perpendicular line segment. So you want to draw a line that goes through here and it creates a right angle. Okay. Now the thing is that depending on how you drew your sketch, maybe it doesn't look like mine and maybe it's below the x-axis. So my point is that I'm just going to erase the axes because that can kind of confuse you because we don't actually know where this point is. It could be a point like 1, 1 or point negative, some weird, complicated decimal. So we just want to understand that it crosses at a right angle. And we're going to call this line y2. We're going to call this first one, we're going to say it's y1. So we need to find where this point is, and we're going to call it point B. Because ultimately, we have to figure out the length of the line segment AB. That's the ultimate goal. Now, to figure out where B is at, you want to first find an equation for y2. Since y2 creates a right angle through y1, it's perpendicular, meaning that y2 is going to have an opposite reciprocal slope of y1. Let's call this y1. So y2 will have a slope of positive 1 over 1 because the slope of y1 is negative 1 over 1. You flip it and you change the sign. So far we know that y2 will be 1x plus b, and so we need to solve for b. To solve for the y-intercept, we just plug in the point A at 3, 4, like this. And we can see that b is going to be 1. And so the y2 will be 1x plus 1. Okay, so now that we have an equation for y2, we can figure out where b is at by making y2 and y1 equal to each other because this is the point of intersection. Intersection point. So then here we set up the equation y1 equal to y2. y1 is negative x y2 is 1x plus 1. Solve for x. So let's take away x, negative 2x equals 1. Divided by negative 2, we'll have x is negative 1/2, or negative 0.5. Now, so we know that b is at negative 1/2, comma. Now we need to find the y value. For that, we just plug this into either y1 or y2, doesn't matter. Let's just do this over here. So let's plug it into y1. That's easy. Because y1 will just be then equal to negative 1/2 times negative. So y1 will be positive 1/2. So then point B is at negative 1/2, comma 1/2. Or you can write it as a decimal, negative 0.5, comma positive 0.5. Same thing. Okay, so then now all that's left is to plug this point and this point into your distance formula. The distance formula, let's remember the distance formula between 2 points is the difference in the x values, or x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared, all square rooted. Now, it doesn't matter which one you call x2 or y2 or x1 or y1, just make sure doesn't matter which one you call x1 or x2. Just make sure you match the x2 with the y2 and the y and the x1 with the y1. So let's just say we're calling this one x2 and y2. And this one would just be x1, y1. But again, that's not a big deal. So then we just go 3 minus negative 0.5 squared plus 4 minus 0.5 squared. (3.5 squared) plus 3.5 squared. I believe that'll be the square root of 24.5. Interesting sum. Which will be, where can I write my answer? Let's go over here. Oh, cool. It'll be about 4.949747468 units. All right, so there you go. Hope that helps. Let me know if you have any questions, and comments, and feedback is always welcome. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.